what's going on? The Plow Zone is here, man. We got some youngsters out of Sacramento, the band Encore today. So, Reese, why don't you tell about this band that we're going to be talking to here in a minute?
This is a great band, a thrash metal band out of the Sacramento area. And they got a show coming up on August 23rd at Ace of Spades. We're going to bring them on. We're going to bring on Tommy, Gage, and Matt of the band Encore. Hey, guys. Welcome to the Plow Zone radio show, video show on Roku television. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Awesome.
How are you?
Good. So tell us about the show you guys got coming up at Ace of Spades in Sacramento, California on August 23rd.
We've got a big show coming up. It's our biggest show yet. We're opening for the band In the End, which is a Linkin Park tribute band, as well as support from Riven by Ravens and Coma Phase, both of them local to the NorCal area. It's going to be a really fun show. Order is determined completely by ticket sales, so that's how the bands also make their money as well from the show. So if you buy a ticket from the band that you want to go see or any of the local bands there, that's like the best way to help out that band. And so if you buy a ticket from us, it helps us not only get a better spot so we can play later in the day, but also it helps us make something back from the show so we can improve our equipment or improve our space, completely like whatever we need.
Nice. So ticket sales help you guys. So check out the band Encore on Facebook. And what is your Facebook page that they would go to?
It's just Encore Band. It'll be on there with the red logo. And same thing as our Instagram and our X and TikTok as well. All of them are the band Encore online, as well as our website, thebandencore.net.
You guys are a thrash band. Tell me how you guys got your start.
Well, it started because we all went to the same high school together. And so it started out as them two just jamming guitar together. And then me and my friend were at lunch one day, and Tommy was like in the student square just playing guitar, just like doing random songs. And so we walked over like, what the hell is that? That's cool. And then my friend was the assistant for his class. And so he hit him up because they were looking for a drummer. And so we all got started like that. And it's just been smooth sailing since then.
And the first drum kit we got was from the Folsom Prison.
Oh, yeah.
So cool. You guys, man, so you guys met at high school, man. So where was your first gig at, man? What happened to your first gig?
The first gig was last year, right?
Yeah,
it was
420.
It was on 420. It was at the Boardwalk in Orangeville, and we got an amazing crowd participation, and a bunch of people showed up. We were actually really surprised, and it was a really good show. There was like no issues, just went perfectly.
It was the perfect first show.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and then we had a great lineup as well. It was us opening, and then it was Empis second, Cassette Idols third, and then my dad's band Moose Knuckle headlined the show.
All right, so you guys started playing. How did you guys each start playing your instruments?
I've always been just like drawn to music. I started playing trumpet in, I think it was like 3rd or 4th grade. And I remember, like clear as day, I remember in 5th grade, the music teacher had a full drum kit just like off to the side for this one girl in our class to use. And I would beg like every day, please play a song on this. And I played one song and I did pretty okay for a 5th grader with no experience. But I've always been just like drawn to music. And then in 2020, Christmas 2020, I asked for just a little electric drum kit that wouldn't make any noise. I could just play in my room all day, just lock myself away. And I got that in 2020. And then when I started jamming with these guys, we got a donation from the Folsom Prison of a full Yamaha acoustic kit. And it was awesome. Didn't have to pay anything. And it
Just pure luck.
Yeah, it was lucky.
There you go.
So you still there play that kit now or what?
We have it like as a backup. I got PDP Encore kit. I saw it in Guitar Center. I was like, I gotta get it. It's got the band name on it. It's perfect.
All right, Gage, let's hear your story.
My story. So I think it was my mom. It was in 6th grade that we were going down to Disneyland. We were like 7-hour ride down there, and she had a bunch of like rock and roll CDs like Scorpions, Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, and I was like, damn, never heard anything like that. So I was like, wow, I need to learn about this more. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then I got into middle school in 7th grade, and I joined the band, and I was like, there's no guitar at the middle school. So I was like, well, at least there's a bass guitar. So it was 7th grade, I started playing bass. And then after a couple months, I was like, I'm not really into the bass guitar. So my grandparents actually bought a guitar and an amp for me. And I was like, dang, I got a lot more to play than a bass, what I thought at least. And ever since then, I've just been like, just playing so much every day, just practicing. And eventually I found him. So
there you go. All right, Tommy, let's hear your story.
So I've always been drawn to music. I mean, my dad, he always has music around. He's always had guitars everywhere. I remember in our first house that we lived in, my dad's office, the first thing that like I can ever remember is sitting in that office on my dad's lap watching the Psychosocial music video. So I've always loved music. I've always loved singing and stuff like that. And in 2020 during the lockdown, I was tired of sitting in my room just scrolling on my phone, and I decided I needed to do something. So I remember it was April Fool's that I went out and talked to my dad, and I said, hey, I want to start playing guitar. And he laughed hysterically because it was April Fool's. He thought I was joking. And I was being serious. I just was like, all right. And I picked up the guitar, went into my room and looked up a bunch of videos on YouTube. And I, as much as my dad wanted to help me, I wanted to be self-taught just because it was that's how my dad was. And I looked up to him a lot, still do when it comes to that stuff. And so I always wanted to be self-taught and have that drive that my dad had, because my dad's always talked about how he wants to get better. Even now, my dad still takes guitar classes. He still takes music theory classes and is always looking for new things to learn. So I think that drive, and I think I inherited that from my dad, where I've always wanted to learn new stuff. And so it started there.
That's a great story. Yes, your dad's a great guitar player. Yes, the guitar player for Moose Knuckle.
You can sit there and have a jam session. Who would you jam with?
I think it's different for all of us.
You guys, let's talk about the show coming up at the Ace of Spades on August 23rd. What can the audience expect from the band Encore?
Honestly, just if I could describe it in one word, I'd say, well, 2 words. I'd say unleashing hell. We're gonna come out and we're gonna kick ass. We're gonna come out and we're gonna show. Our goal is to show Ace of Spades and national touring bands what we're capable of doing, whether it's once every couple months or once every night. And so we want to be that band that in the end comes through. We kill it so much that they take us on tour, or that they tell their friends and we go on tour. This is our big break opportunity, or our first big break opportunity. And so we think that, we could benefit a lot if we just play how we want to play. We've played with some pretty big bands. We just played our first show with Red Voodoo. We're actually playing with them again November 7th at Goldfield Midtown. And then we've played with some pretty big local bands. And we really just want to show all the bands out there that we're coming. I think it's just the best way to put it.
Man, so what's your definition of making it, guys? What's your definition of making music, say?
I think for me, being able to do it being able to not only have recognition, but also maybe make a living off of it. It doesn't have to be a lavish lifestyle where we're living in a giant fucking mansion and have everything that we've ever wanted. It's just getting by. If we could do that, but also just have fun. I think if we're all on tour and we're fighting, that's not making it. I don't think that counts. It doesn't have to be making money. It doesn't have to be all that you wanted and dreamed of and more. It's just got to be we enjoy it. It's got to be what we've always we're playing for the people that want to hear us. That's making it. And I think in my book, I've got some. I think this is important. We've got 2 singles released. Both of them are, one's called Could Have Been, one's called Bang Your Head. They're both our first 2 songs that we ever wrote, and we just released them in the last 6 months. We are remixing them and releasing them on an EP, 5-song EP with 3 other songs that we have written in the last couple months that are going. I think it's going to be a fun EP to listen to. Well, we should have that out mid-September latest.
You guys want to give a shout out to anybody or say thank you? You want to show some appreciation to anybody?
I think I got to give a shout out to my dad for not only getting me into music, but also, getting our first show organized, as well as you guys for giving us our first talk or first interview. This is a huge moment for us. It's really cool. We've never had anybody reach out to us and ask us to do an interview. As well as I think anybody who's ever come and seen us, whether they liked it or not, and anybody who's ever given us a listen and would come to another show. Anybody who's ever helped us, booking agent, other, national band, local band, venue owner, anybody.
I'm going to have to shout out my parents for getting me that first electric kit.
We're the band Encore. We've got a show August 23rd at Ace of Spades, opening for In the End, with support as well from Riven by Ravens and Coma Phase. We have $20 paper tickets, which are cheaper than online. Make sure to hit us up on any social media, the band Encore, across all platforms. And even if you wanted to email us, encore.band.2024@gmail.com. Thank you. All right. Hey, guys, this is the band Encore. We're on the Plow Zone radio show on Roku TV.
Watch it!
Watch it!
Watch it!
Yeah!
Be there!
That'll work.
That's what I'm talking about.
That'll
Good
work.
job, guys.